Hello guys and welcome back to Coding for Beginners. Today we're going to know how can we participate in Kaggle competitions and how to rank ourselves top 10% of a crowd. We're also going to discuss two exclusive methods to submit your predictions. So if you're new in the channel, please consider subscribing to it as it will notify you for my next new videos. So without any further ado, let's start the video. So over the homepage of Kaggle, you can see the three methods to start your day, of which today's video is gonna focus on learn to compete on the Kaggle, as the two of the others were already covered on my previous video of the Kaggle. As we can classify ourselves into beginner, intermediate and advanced. Assuming it's your first competition on the Kaggle, we'll choose as a beginner. Over here, we can start with the Titanic, house prizes or spaceship Titanic. But if you're not the beginner and want to access the entire list of competitions, you can hover into the next page of a home, that is a competitions. Over here you can get the list of competitions which are featured, getting started, research, community playground, and also you can classify them as a status as active, entered, completed or hosted. Completed competitions are very useful for beginners as you have the solutions already. You can cross verify or you can learn from the code which is already existed. As you can see, the tabular playground July 2022 has overview, data, code, discussion, leaderboard and the rules. The code section will have solution for that particular competition. The next tab is of a discussion and later we have a leaderboard. The leaderboard is of two types, public and private. Private leaderboard is calculated with approximate 67 of the test data. This is where the competition is completed. The public data is where you have actual ranking before the competition were ended. So to conclude, between the leaderboards, public leaderboards have been calculated over 33% of the test data and the private is a 67% of a test data. In the leaderboard, you can also see the ranks, teams, members, the scores, entries and the last updated date. And the last column is of a code. It will represent which Kaggle have been shared the code in the discussion or in the code tab. As you can see, we are now in TPS 22 July custom EM notebook. And over here you can see the complete solution of the competition. Over here we have option to copy and edit. It will have so that you can have that notebook ready for with your home so that you can edit or you can have it on your profile. In Kaggle there is also method to look for the team members. You can let know that you are looking for teammates and it will display a man with the upper hand that will notify other Kagglers that you are hiring the teammates. Now that's for the learning purposes. We have gone to the completed competitions. Now it's time to check the active competitions. So where active competitions have the pricings or maybe swag or maybe you can get a ranking. Competitions with active status are live. That means the Kagglers are currently competing with each other to have the best solution or the best rank among themselves. You can also see your recent active competitions in the competition tab. Over here you can see the name of the series or the name of the competition plus how many submissions are left today at the day that competition is gonna end. That is 11 days to go. That means after 11 days this competition is gonna end. You can see also my rank was 145 out of 1313, which is a top 12%. So now we'll try to improve my ranking. As already discussed, we have overview, data, code, discussion, leaderboard, rules and team as a tabs. Over here I have 145 rank and my submission is 3, which is 1 day ago. Let's see my submissions. Over here you can see all your submission version and out of which you can also select the notebooks which have currently submitted. Over here you can also edit to improvise your code. After opening up the notebook, you can run all the cells of that containing notebook. You can also see a left bottom tab for active events. Now you can see that tabular playground solution notebook is running just now, and after completion of the running of the notebook, you can see the completed status in that event only. After running the notebook, we got to know there is no error present in our notebook, so that we can now submit our notebook into the competition. Over the right hand side of the top, you can see a toggle sidebar visibility where we have to click, and you can see the competition setting and schedule notebook run, over which we are going on competitions. You can see the name, latest score, best score and daily submission. Also in the setting we see Python, we can choose R or Python. Environment, then accelerator, you have GPU, TPU, it's in a EU basis, or the internet. Next is schedule notebook run. You can schedule how do you want the daily schedule or even on manual. So nothing to worry about. And code help, you can search for any code help you want, like how to do the things. So now we have to submit. Now we'll submit the notebook. Over here we can name a version, submission description, and we can click the submit. In the active events, you can see the two active events. One is completed, another top of which is running. After completion, so you can see my latest score is 0.59 and best score is 0.59038, and we'll wait couple of minutes to submit notebook into a competition. So now our notebook is submitted in the competition, and you can see my daily submission is 1 of 5 being used, and my latest score is 0.59064 and my best score is 0.59064. That means this version 4 has been giving me latest score, also the best score as well. That means I got my latest score and that is my best score. That means my notebook has achieved the best score in this notebook. Over the leaderboard, you can see your recent submission was a few seconds ago with a score as a 0.59064. You can jump to leaderboard position. It was earlier 145, now it's 124. And you can also see your best entry, that means your most recent submission scored, which is an improvement of your previous score. You can also tweet this. Now we discuss the first method of submitting our predictions into the Kaggle competition. Now let's know about the second method. In the Kaggle competition, at the top right side you can see my submissions, and there is a next button that is submit predictions. That submit predictions is where you can also submit your notebook. That is the second method of entering into Kaggle competition. Over here you can now scroll below that you have the two steps. First step is to upload your submission file, and the second method is to describe your submission and then make submission. And the adjacent type of the submit prediction is my submission, which will help us to select the two submissions that will use to count towards your final leaderboard score. That means the final rankings will be based on these two notebooks or the two versions of the same notebooks, and the test data will be different for the final rankings. Now we'll hover onto the profile where you can see the competition contributor as my sign, where we have noticed in the earlier video. So over the profile you can see the 4 contributors, that is competition, data sets, notebooks and discussions. To become the expert in each one of this, to become experts in each of these sections, we have to make the separate videos. In the upcoming video we're gonna discuss how to become contributor to expert in each of these sections. To become competition expert, you need 2 bronze medals, that is to be in completed competitions. But right now I'm participating in active competition with a rank of top 10%. After that completion, I might receive a bronze medal. If my rank remains the same or improves for the other test data, then I'll be receive the bronze medals. So that's all for today guys. I hope this video was helpful for you. If please like this video, and if you are new in this channel, please consider subscribing to it as it will notify you for my next new videos. See you in the next video. Bye.